Election day, he will win Iowa.
All right. Yeah, we're back, and now we do have audio. Trump has won Iowa. Trump has officially won Iowa.
So once again, there is a pollster out there that is doing a good job tonight.
I was thinking about that over the weekend, guys, and I remember we were at the Super Bowl in Miami.
Here we go.
When one register was coming out with his Iowa caucus poll, and they held it back at 11 o'clock. Remember
all right.
That? Remember, it was the gold standard.
Haha, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you coming back, my friend.
The day after that, we're in DC for the State of the
I got to share the stream again. But all right, so Trump wins Iowa, giving him 6 more points, I believe.
A 4-point advantage for Jeremy Ernst was substantial. Ann Seltzer wants to get it right. And I know she was very embarrassed by the poll in early February. And I bet they worked very hard to make sure that they were spot on. And tonight, at the moment, it's exactly what they said. 7 points in Iowa.
Can we just get a look at the Joni Ernst, Teresa Greenfield board there, guys?
What I can do here for you.
I think we've got a race board here, a Joni Ernst race board.
Sorry, I'm sending the link out to people.
6 points at the moment.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it, man.
Republicans are feeling confident about that race.
All right, so we put it back on the Facebook that we restarted the stream and whatnot. So we're back here doing our thing.
Watching this here.
What's up, Lil Shane?
Trump
2020, I feel you.
Not a ton of movement right here.
Right now, Biden's at 227, Trump's at 210. This is going to be, again, this is another nail-biting election, just like it was kind of in 2016. So we're going to see what happens here.
This just clocked in Trump with a 4,000 real vote lead along Lake Michigan. Listen, right?
So Trump in Lake Michigan has a 4,000 vote lead right now.
We talk about it, we're able to call it. So that's Joni Ernst, over 51%. Teresa Greenfield gave her a good run for her money. That was a very tight race. And Joni Ernst has secured her spot.
What's up, Q? How you doing, man?
Well, let's look at
This is going to be close, man. It already is. But it's going to be close. 227 to 210. Trump's down by 17 right now. So he was down by, it was like 114 to like 190, something like that. So he was down like somewhere in the ballpark of 80, and now he's down by 17. Trump is. So again, gonna be a nail biter, folks. Quentin, I'm streaming on the wife's laptop right now.
Back to you in just a minute. Going to take a quick break here. Iowa was just called for the president as the results continue to trickle in, and it's after midnight.
Yeah, man, I wish I could be streaming from my PC, but still got problems, and there's no TV in my room. So again, Biden 227, Trump at 110. And for the House, it just showed Republicans are at 148, Democrats are at 129. So right now in the House, in the Senate, it's 45 and 45. Democrats need +4, and they only have a +1. Oh, hang on a second, Q. I might have fucked up my number there. Sorry. Biden is at 227. Trump is at 210. They're showing a religious commercial. Sorry if the sound in the background offends you. I apologize. I know not everybody's religious. It's not like I have this programmed and this is on national television. possibly worldwide television. I don't know if this news channel is broadcast worldwide or not. I imagine not, but you never know. It's a big event.
Pays a 10% monthly distribution plus targeted returns to 21%.
I am watching Fox right now. I'm bouncing back between Fox and CNN, and I have another tab pulled up on the internet where I'm checking on a counter, a live counter. But I'm switching back and forth between news channels. There we go. Please do remember, ladies and gents, if you've not done so already, to drop a like on the stream. And if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Helps me out significantly in growing the channel.
Welcome back. The Biden campaign expected to make remarks. Joe Biden, I would assume, in just a few minutes. Peter Ducey is standing by in Wilmington, Delaware, as we await those remarks. Is that true? Let's check in with John Roberts. He's live at the White House with the president tonight.
Right on cue. Enjoy your shower.
Watching everything as the results come in. I know, John, there's some pushback about Arizona. Continues to be. But give us the feel on the ground there.
How frank do you want me to be?
Go ahead.
Reporter outside the White House.
It's a very light word to use. The Trump campaign is, how shall I put this, livid about the fact that Arizona was called. They say that
The Trump campaign is livid that the Arizona race was called. There's 1 million votes. There's 2,400,000 votes still being counted, and they called Arizona already.
Probably somewhere between 700,000 and 800,000 votes that are left to be counted.
700,000 to 800,000 votes still to be counted.
Believes that there may be enough votes there to put President Trump over the top in Arizona. Frankly, there have been public.
They were appealing it apparently.
To pull back that call.
The fuck? Oh, that's the
decision desk, but that's what the Trump campaign is saying. Clearly, they're very happy about the results in Ohio, very happy about the results in Florida. It looks like we're not going to know what happens in Georgia, maybe not even Pennsylvania tonight, North Carolina. They like the fact that the president is leading, but they do not know if that one is going to be called tonight either. It's very puzzling to everybody as to why it's taking so long for the counties around the Philadelphia area to have the votes tallied. But they do like the position that they are in Pennsylvania. They also like where they are in Michigan as well, particularly Kent County.
See, the Pennsylvania one is really puzzling to me.
2016 in Kent County. Don't forget,
Michigan trumps up 54 to 43.
The president did his last rally in Grand Rapids, which is at the heart of Kent County.
I agree with that, Ryan. I agree with that.
They believe that,
Hope your channel takes off first, though, man. You deserve it. Genuinely, you deserve it. You work your ass off, bro. And there's people out there like me that appreciate that. Staying happy, staying positive, staying in that mindset. Straight up.
But I'll kick it back to you, Brett and Martha, to figure that one out.
Well, no, we've been asking about it. We've wrote Styrewall about it. We've talked about it with Tucker and others. And we're going to get them back here. And
Appreciate that, Ryan.
Tell us. But you're right. Maricopa County is saying there's vote out there.
Well, there's clearly vote out there. I mean, there's only 74% that's in.
Oh, if me breathing into the mic is loud or obnoxious, let me know. Because I'm not meaning to. I just, every time I push the mic, the boom arm likes to tip a little bit. So it's kind of freaking me out. That's why I haven't pushed it away from my face.
So this is why we're transparent. We're going to lift the curtain. We're going to ask the questions and say, you know, is it
What's
good or
going
not?
on?
John, as always, thank you. We'll check back in.
We're going to also talk to Karl Rove in a minute and get his take on the Arizona situation coming up. But let's go to Team Biden. Peter Ducey standing by in Wilmington, Delaware.
Oh, I bet, Ryan. I fucking bet, man.
What is the mood and our reaction
I imagine being a parent is difficult as fuck. And you do a really good job, man. What in the blue fuck? These little fucking night crawlers are getting fucking ridiculous, man. They're fucking... So for anybody, just real quick, I live next to a patch of woods, okay? And every fall we get house mice and night crawlers, and they are fucking annoying. Hold on. Where'd that little fucking bastard go? You've enjoyed your last night in this house, rent free, motherfucker. I don't know where he went, but if I see him again, he's getting fucking blasted, I'll tell you that. Oh, dude, it's so annoying. And, like, what makes it worse is when people that don't live next to woods come over and they think your house is dirty. They think you're dirty people because you have, like, night crawlers in your house and shit. Like, dude, move next to some woods. You'll understand. Awaiting remarks from Joe Biden. I don't know if I can get copyright struck, man, for showing the TV. I don't know if I can get in trouble for that or not. I don't think I can, but I don't know. So I really want to show you guys the TV during all this. It's me sitting here, you know, in front of some fucking curtains.
There's been one race call, Virginia, on that for Biden that elicited some light scattered cheers, but that was brief, and now people are just sitting.
Might do that wrong.
And that's what we got from Wilmington, Martha.
When Biden talks, I'm going to move the mic near the TV so you guys can kind of hear what he's saying. Because I can't get in trouble for that, I don't think. Because that's him talking live. I don't think that can be copywritten.
It's very important state to both of these campaigns and their path forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like it's pay-per-view. I mean, it's not like it's public. It's not like I don't think any of this is owned. Right?
There are about 2,573,000 cast. So you'd think that given the rest of the country where we're seeing a significant increase in turnout, that there are
music audio. I know. Yeah, you can get deep shit for that.
You know, the issue though is how do they have to divide? Right
Fucking
now, if you're up
night crawlers, dude, they're pissing me off.
Basically,
and I wish I knew where that one went. I fucking I smacked him and then I flicked him, and I hate when I flick them, but like I didn't want to hit it because then I'd fuck up the whole setup. I didn't want to hit it, so I kind of flicked it, hoping I'd kill it.
I disagree with the call, but I think maybe it's a little premature. I'd be careful.
Dude, I don't understand why they even got on your ass for spooky, scary skeletons. That's ridiculous. That's like a universal song that everybody knows and enjoys.
Another call to make, and that is a major call to announce. The Fox News decision desk can now project that former Vice President Joe Biden will defeat President Trump in the key battleground.
Biden is being predicted, or it got called Minnesota. Biden won Minnesota. That's 10 votes. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was one that Amy Klobuchar has obviously spoken a lot.
Show the points, man. Biden's at 237, Trump's at 210. This is fucking crazy. Biden is very, very close to winning this. He's very close to winning this. He is a little over, what is that, 33? Yeah, 33 electoral votes away from winning the president of the United States. That's fucking insane to think about.
And so far, one state has flipped from 2016, right? One state is all. That's all that's happened so far. So you know, people kept saying to me throughout the fall that this is the most important election in our lifetime. My view kind of was it was the most important presidential election since the last presidential election, and it's kind of turning out that way, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And Brazil tells you something about Arizona.
Well, I told Katie.
I can't believe they called Arizona that early, man. Again, and I'm going to keep saying this throughout the stream, I am not for either of these guys, okay? I'm not a Trump fan. I'm not a Biden fan. But I also am all about numbers. And the fact that they did not let Arizona process more votes to me is insane.
It's far too early to call the election in Arizona. Election day votes are not fully reported, and we haven't even started to count. Early ballots dropped off at the polls. In Arizona, we protected election day. Let's count the votes, all the votes, before making declarations. There are a number of votes in red counties.
So the Arizona governor just tweeted out, you know what? I'm not going to go on Twitter. It's a bad idea. But basically, he just said it's too early to call. That's asinine. There's way too many early day votes and day of voting that have not been pulled. So that's not a good idea.
If that happens, that raises all kinds of questions about what he might say at this point in the game. He had said earlier that if he felt that he was ahead, he was going to come out and make that declaration that he was ahead.
Joe Biden said if he feels like he's ahead, he's going to come out and straight up say, I'm going to win. I learned something early on. Even if you're 100% guaranteed to win, do not talk shit until you win. I learned that a long time ago. And I've stuck by that.
He won by 91,000 votes. Look at the votes coming in Maricopa County, Tucson area. There's a likelihood that the numbers that we're
mind blowing that they called Arizona. Fucking mind blowing. And I'm not knocking Trump here, and I'm not knocking the Trump supporters by any means, but you already know that if they do not do something about Arizona, then the Trump supporters are gonna fucking lose it over Arizona, which, I mean, in a sense, rightfully so, because they called that shit way too early. My opinion. They called that shit early, dude.
There's going to be some litigation that goes on here, and they want to approach it, to a certain degree, as just PR, but from a position of strength, as opposed to trying to catch up.
This is the Biden motorcade, by the way, that we're looking at from Wilmington, Delaware.
So with Minnesota, assuming that Arizona stands, Biden is now at 237. He has 36 votes.
Apparently, Biden is on his way somewhere. It's showing it live. He's on his way somewhere. This is nuts. This is nuts. I know I keep saying that, but my mind has been blown. Absolutely blown.
Not to say he's going to win it, but there are a lot of pathways there for him to get those 33 electoral votes that would put him at 270.
For all the grief, though, that the Biden people gave
Crazy.
just the story of President Trump coming out on election night and saying that he was going to be the victor.
Well, I don't think he's going to say he's the victor.
No, but he's going to say that it's not over, and
I think he'll be stronger than that.
That I'm going to win?
No,
That's a victor.
Well, no, I don't think he's going to say that. I think one of the things he's,
The news reporter did just bring up a good point that I do want to hit. Is that fixed? Is that fixed, my friend? Okay, so the newscaster brought up how that on the election in 2016, Trump came out and was like, "We're gonna win. We're absolutely gonna win," and he did all that bullshit. And the Democrats lost their mind about how disrespectful that was and how that went against protocol essentially. And here we are. Biden's about to come out before the election's over and do the exact same thing, and not a peep about how wrong that is from the Democrats. The Democrats are fully behind this. This is why I say that both parties are so fucking hypocritical, dude. So it wasn't okay when Trump did it, but it's going to be totally acceptable and good when Biden does it, according to the Democrats.
We're right now sitting on a
Trump at 46%.
Fucking stupid.
I'm sorry, the president is not going to be able to take over and win enough votes to eliminate that 7-point lead that the former vice president has.
Yeah, they have said that they believe that he will get 65% of the outstanding votes, which they claim are at 1 million to 1.1 million. You're saying that the universe of votes that's still out there is much lower than that?
We think the universe of votes is outstanding is lower than that, and we believe that, I'm sorry, he's not getting anywhere near 65% of that. And that's why we made this call.
Now they're rebuttaling.
That's sitting in our statistical models.
They're rebuttaling Trump and his administration, saying they could get 65% in Arizona. They're saying the numbers don't stack up. That's why they called it.
Standard deviations from being wrong. And I'm sorry, we're not wrong in this particular case.
Okay, well, let's bounce around.
Numbers don't lie, man.
Since we have you here, let's go to North Carolina. We're looking live in Wilmington, Delaware, waiting on the motorcade and the former vice president to say something.
Man, if Biden comes out here and straight up says like, "Oh, we're gonna win," and just shit talks, like I'm not gonna be mad, because I don't want either of them to win, and I'm gonna keep saying this. But how shitty for Democrats? How shitty would it be for the Democratic Party that you consistently insult Republicans and conservatives and Trump for being hypocritical, and now you're about to be utterly hypocritical? Politics. Politics.
What we've seen today is that the people who voted by mail or voted early by a huge number tended to be Democratic. The people who voted on election day tended to be Republican. North Carolina is one of those states.
Of course,
where
my vape's out of
count the,
juice.
Early vote first to a certain extent, and they count a bunch of it late. But right now we're sitting at something where the president has an advantage in the state, but it's not yet at a callable advantage, and that's why we haven't called it.
All right, while we have you, let's take a look at Georgia as well, Arnon. Let's put that up on the screen. What are you seeing in Georgia? It looks like the president has a very solid lead, with 83% of the vote in.
Yes, no, Georgia is one of those states that's close, and there's a debate going on. It really is there any path for Joe Biden to get the lead in Georgia? And so far, we do not. It's not clear there's a path. It's a state
Yes,
that
Ryan,
could
I
easily
agree.
fall into the president's camp shortly.
Are you a T3 there?
I'll be right back. I'm going to switch out my vape battery and grab my juice.
If you want me to check, I will. I mean, how confusing do you want me to be?
No. I just want. We're watching the motorcade arriving there, and the horns are honking. We're close. You're saying to Georgia.
In Georgia, I would say we're close. Yes.
Okay, let's go to Michigan while we have you. Michigan and Wisconsin. And let's just start with Michigan.
Okay.
What are you saying?
The president is in the lead in Michigan. We believe that what we're looking at right now is heavily election day vote, where in Michigan, the president did extremely well, according to our Fox News voter analysis. What's outstanding is a lot of the early and mail-in vote, which gets counted later. And that's why this is a state where it's really sort of the final result is likely to be much closer. And yes, in this case, I think the former vice president has a much better chance than he has in, say, Georgia, even though Georgia looks, roughly the same in terms of the top line. In terms of what's actually going to happen, it's different.
And Wisconsin.
Do you have the top line?
Yeah, we have the top line in Wisconsin, which has the president up. Hold on 1 second. 51.5.
Yeah, the president is up in these. In our models, that's not the way it's looking right now. This is a state where, if you ask me the probabilities based on the models and the vote we're seeing and the way it's being counted, the former vice president has a fairly good chance of prevailing in Wisconsin.
So when you look ahead at the next hour or two, how do you believe that you're going to be able to call Georgia or North Carolina? Or do you think that those are going to be until tomorrow? What's your outlook?
We are hoping to be able.
Man, whoever the reporter is that doesn't know what the fuck the silence button is on one of those iPads or your phone, you're a cocksucker. So every like 2 seconds, I keep hearing da-na-na, 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 and it's driving me fucking nuts.
Last thing, Pennsylvania. I think
And they're not going to turn that shit off. I know they're not, because it's poll numbers and shit, but God, it's annoying.
and the Scranton area. Where is Pennsylvania?
That would drive me insane. After like 4 or 5 in a row, I'd be like, oh, fuck it. And I'd turn some bitch off.
It takes several days to count the mail-in vote. We believe there was a lot of mail-in vote. We believe
Trump is currently up 56.9 to 41% in Pennsylvania, and that's 20 votes. That's a fucking huge. Pennsylvania's fucking huge state right now.
Get all the decision teams to agree who has won the state, but then you need to get the arithmetic right. But the second is that this is a state that could easily fall into serious litigation. But this is also a state where, this is one of those states where we knew from the get-go, and we talked about it at the 5 earlier today. That this was a state where we anticipated that the election day vote would.
Oh my God! Turn your fucking ringtone off. That's driving me nuts.
Early votes, and we suggested don't pay that much attention.
I'm about to switch the channel just because it's driving me nuts.
The same thing was true in the South, but the reverse, where we said don't pay attention
So,
to the likelihood
to get off politics for just a second, since we're going to be on that for most of this stream, I am currently vaping on some Humble, and it is it's called Smash Berries. It is a custard, black raspberry, strawberry cheesecake. It's a good juice, man. Humble's a small company based in California. Couple dudes, man. And they make some fire juice, man.
The president is to make sure he wins Georgia and North Carolina, the outstanding ones in the South, and then that he gets.
Dude, if Trump would win,
and Montana, and I believe then he gets over 270.
Damn, dude, Biden's up to 237, huh? So Trump's 27 votes or electoral votes down right now. But if he did win, I believe it was Pennsylvania, then he would have, he'd only be down 7 points, man. And he's projected to win that 56 to 41%.
Can we finish where we started on Arizona?
I want to see what the third party votes look like really bad this year. Because I feel like this year would be like the year that most people, or people that normally want to vote third party would have voted third party, because I did.
No, you don't have to be sorry. We just want to be. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Get back in there so we can make some more calls.
Yes, Chief.
Thanks, Ryan.
So we're looking at the scene where Joe Biden is about to come out, and to me, it's reminiscent of what we saw in the primaries. When states were not.
I mean, dude, this is just stupid.
To see people coming up on
this is stupid to me.
Sort of
I'm having a really hard time wrapping my head around. And again, gonna preference before I even say anything. I wasn't for Trump. I wasn't for Biden. I don't like either of them. But it boggles my mind that when Trump came out in the 2016 election and was like, oh, we're so far ahead, we're definitely going to win, that it's like wrong to the Democrats. But now here comes Biden to do the same fucking thing.
Joe Biden with Dr. Joe Biden. Let's listen in.
Good evening. Your patience is commendable. We knew this was going to go long, but who knew we're going to go into maybe tomorrow morning, maybe even longer. But look, we feel good about where we are. We really do. I'm here to tell you tonight, we believe we're on track to win this election. We knew because of the unprecedented early vote, the mail-in vote, it was going to take a while. We're going to have to be patient until the hard work of tallying votes is finished. And it ain't over till every vote is counted. Every ballot is counted.
So he did exactly what Trump did.
We're feeling good. We're feeling good about where we are. We believe one of the nets has suggested we've already won Arizona, but we're confident about Arizona. That's a turnaround. We also just called it for Minnesota, and we're still in the game in Georgia, although that's not what we expected.
So he's doing exactly what Trump did.
We're feeling real good about Wisconsin and Michigan. And by the way,
And the Democrats are cheering now. Hypocrites. Republicans, hypocrites. Democrats, hypocrites. Those are our two party choices. It's a two-party system. It's so fucking dumb.
But it may take a little longer, as I've said all along. It's not my place or Donald Trump's place to declare who's won this election. That's the decision of the American people.
That's bullshit. Oh, that's the choice of the American people. Nah, motherfucker. That's the choice of the Electoral College.
Hey, John, you can go. Yeah, the whole team, man. You've done a great job. I'm grateful to the poll workers, to our volunteers, our canvassers, everyone who participated in this democratic process. I'm grateful to all my supporters here in Delaware and all across the nation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And folks, you heard me say it before. Every time I walk out of my grandpa's house,
I'm going to go on a rant here in a minute.
Keep the faith. And my grandmama, she's alive. Y'all know Joey, spread it. Keep the faith, guys. We're going to win this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your patience is great. Let's walk over here.
Former Vice President Joe Biden and his wife Jill Biden saying this race isn't over, saying he feels good, count every vote. He said one of the nets called
So it was wrong.
Fox News,
I'm so sick of the way that both parties handle shit.
So the vice president
It's so pathetic.
saying we believe we are on track to win this election. That's about as much as he could say at this point, but he wanted to put forward a
I'm moving to fucking Canada.
Evening and to assure everybody
Oh my God.
hanging in there with him that he has a good feeling about the states to come. And Chris, he did.
Look, I don't give a fuck that Joe Biden just said what he said, right? It doesn't bother me that he did that. It didn't bother me when Trump came out and did the same thing. What's bothering me right now is the hypocrisy of the Democratic Party. Oh my God. The Democrats scolded, chastised, demonized Trump when Trump did the same fucking thing in 2016. And what do? They send Joe Biden out there to do the same fucking thing Trump did 4 years ago that he was scolded, chastised, and demonized for by the same fucking party that just sent their fucking primary candidate out there to fucking do. Oh my God. Ooh, that was close.
They didn't want to do the same thing in 2020.
The president has weighed in on Twitter. We are up big, but they are trying to steal the election. We will never let them do it. Votes cannot be cast after the polls are closed. We do have a call.
Unfucking-believable.
Fox News Decision Desk can say that Montana will go into the column of President Trump.
Trump just won Montana for 3 points.
270.
And Brett,
Hold on, Brett. We'll just add up these.
Putting Trump at 213, Biden at 237.
237 to 213.
just a couple things.
Thank you, Ryan. I knew I was going to need a stiff drink tonight, so I figured I'd wear some beer socks. Not a drinker, but this election's about to make me one.
He's now up and looks like he's going to win. So that looks like one further opportunity for Democratic pickup goes by the boards.
Yeah, Trump won Montana for 3.
Some raw vote total. 60. There's a lot of vote out. Still not tabulated, but somewhere between 63 and 75% is in, according to one estimate I just saw. And Trump's up 15. Now there's a lot of vote out, and that's not final. But you'd rather be him than Biden at this moment in that state.
Dana, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm just thinking about, from a communication standpoint, if you're President Trump and you're at the White House tonight and you see Biden go out there, I would imagine you're going to...
What is up, Janky? What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm about to go make a fucking rum and coke, actually. Austin, I bullshit you not. I've got rum and coke right now. About to go make me a stiff drink, dude. This is some fucking stupidity. Dude, Janky, that's what I'm saying, man.
The Republicans were able to
That's what I'm
bring
saying. It's been a
that
long
in
time.
terms of communications, the president will say whatever he's going to say.
Of course you are, Janky. You'll be a mod for life, dog.
On Twitter that he will probably
I'm making a fucking drink. This is stupid.
And so I would expect that we'll hear that kind of language from him tonight. Yeah, I think you will. I would, not that anybody takes my advice anymore, but I would tap the brakes on that a little bit. I don't think he needs to do that. I think he could say in a very strong position. They counted me out in 2016. They're going to try to count me out again in 2020. Look at where we are. I can be patient. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to let these votes get counted, but I can guarantee you I'm going to win, and I'm not going to let any legal challenge go without my guys being on the ground being able to fight it. Yeah.
Down in Brazil, you were around when Al Gore, as we talked about earlier, and the statement that was made and not conceding and then pulling that back. Your thoughts on the Biden statement and now the president getting ready to talk as well?
When you have your supporters, as we did at the War Memorial in Nashville, Tennessee, I mean,
This could use a little more alcohol.
We knew that
There
the
we
results would trigger an automatic recount.
That'll be enough.
As we drove up to the
Probably
War
not,
Memorial, I'll never forget
But
Michael
it'll be
Feldman
enough
back
for
in
now,
the-
I guess.
in the war room, and he called up to Michael Feldman. who
Show
got
you guys
to
what
Al
I've
Gore
mixed
to
here.
say,
For your
"Step
viewing
back."
pleasure, I suppose.
So it's important that I think that the vice president made a good move,
Okay.
in telling
So,
not just his supporters,
Captain
but
Morgan,
all Americans to be patient.
1671, my
That there's
favorite
still a lot of
rum,
votes to come in.
with some
We may not
Coca-Cola.
know the final results in
And
several states until
just
tomorrow.
because I've
Now, what
already
the
had it,
president has to say, well, here's the thing.
just
The
because
vice president has to speak up on
I've already
this
had
so
enough
that Hillary Clinton
of this
can
bullshit.
and possibly one that Donald Trump
Cheers.
So
We're
it's important
fucked.
that he continues to convey that message to not just his supporters, but the American people.
All right, let's come back here to New
So
York
good.
For a moment. What are you looking at now?
Well,
Have a drink for Halloween Unforgiving? I will. Chorus, I feel that. Dude, chorus is gross, man.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning. There were all kinds of predictions.
That shit is so good straight. You don't even need a mixer, but I like Coke. A cola.
One state is flipped.
Cheers to everybody that knows we're fucked. Cheers for Halloween Unforgiving.
Well, one thing has changed.
Cheers for the fact that this election has been nothing more than a glorified dick measuring contest. And cheers for everybody that voted third party like I. And cheers for my friend Ryan Gregory, who quit drinking a few years ago and is still maintaining his sobriety. I'm super proud of him. So Ryan, this right here is for you.
Well, I think that what you're seeing here is posturing, and I think in some ways you could say that about Joe Biden as well. But here you have an
I was gonna chug the whole thing.
kind of,
Got brain freeze.
if you will,
Got brain freeze.
President Trump and Republicans, including Nick Sally. I mean,
I felt
right
good.
now, if you listen to the results, they would say they lost. They're saying we didn't lost and we won.
4 years. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I didn't drink for a long time myself, man. Not too much of a drinker anymore. Occasional drinker. The last time I drank was on August 15th when Maddie and myself got engaged. So
You didn't hear that from Biden. He said he felt he was in good position.
it's been
And went through some of the numbers. I mean, said,
3 months. Coming up on 3 months. I don't drink often, man.
Wisconsin and Michigan and Pennsylvania, and still in the game in Georgia. I'd like to hear what President Trump has to say with regard to how he sees a path.
Dude, it doesn't matter who wins, man. We're so fucked. We're so fucked.
Again, it's just pretty aggressive. And at this moment, when we're all anxious, all wondering where we're going, I don't think it helps.
I would imagine that the president is also going to obviously bring up.
No, we're not married yet, Janky. We're engaged. We're gonna get married. Brain refresher. That's funny. Nice save. I just noticed that. I'm assuming that was for the Acola part. Tonight calls for it. The engagement calls for it. Congrats. Dude, thanks, Ryan. I'm proud of you too, man. I fucking love you. I'm so psyched about everything that we've already accomplished. I'm super hyped. to see what you accomplish next, man. Super good. Anybody watching this stream right now, what I want you to do as a gift to me, as a favor to me, is click on RBG Studio Vlogs right now. Hit that subscribe button, turn that bell on for post notifications. Dude, Ryan is one of the best vloggers on the platform. He's one of my best friends in the whole world. He's such a good dude, man. And if you like any of my content, you're gonna fucking love his. Like, his content blows my shit out of the water. So make sure you definitely go drop him a sub, please.
What I say a moment ago, 300,000 was the okay. So here's 2016.
Appreciate you too, man. Love you.
Over Donald Trump by about 300,000 votes in that one county. So in the
Oh, they're talking about the 2016 election now. We're back to that bullshit. You know what? I'm gonna play Kendama for a second.
Far from conclusion there. So by my count, guys,
Cause I'm so tired of hearing about the 2016 election. It's fucking bullshit. I hope you guys can see me still.
That's why we're hanging on down here to see what comes of it. There's a few counties up here, not highly populated. They haven't checked in either. But I can tell you, the red, because of the voting tendency they had from 4 years ago. Now, what's going on in Wisconsin? Really good question here.
I don't care about 2016, man.
83% of the vote in. 83% of the vote with Milwaukee County still somewhat outstanding. Yet, okay.
2016 was 4 years ago.
2016, fast math here. That was a difference of 162,000 votes. Hillary Clinton's advantage over Donald Trump.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna count that one anyway.
Come back to 2020 and pop out here and see where we are. It's 100,000 votes right now.
It's 100,000 votes right now.
100,000 votes. They continue to click in here, but still 100,000. So the president's hanging on right now here in Wisconsin.
Can't read upside down. It's not a good skill.
Feels good about Wisconsin. And I almost
Perfect angle set up. Always talking about the past when I move back.
We'll see as we work our way throughout the night here.
Hey, I am far from a pro, man.
Been there yet. A few precincts were
And the Cubs won it all. Hey, you know what, Austin? I'll give you that, man. I'm proud. I'm proud of you for graduating. I hate the Cubs with a passion, but I am very happy for all the Cubs fans. It was a long time coming. You guys deserved it. And that's coming from a diehard St. Louis Cardinals fan. So,
I would expect the president to come out and make a strong argument out of Arizona.
We're a win.
More than a million votes that are outstanding. That might be the case.
At midnight, I'm going to try to hit a whirlwind for Whirlwind Wednesdays. It'll be the first whirlwind ever. Well, on this Wednesday. It'll be the first whirlwind recorded on today.
North Carolina. Joe Biden, say he picks up Nevada. Seem to be about 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, no, Ryan, I am far from a pro, man. Far from it. There's people that play Dama, man, that would absolutely blow your socks off.
Perhaps Biden comes back in Detroit.
Stuff that I can't even wrap my fucking feeble mind around.
I don't want to leave out Alaska. Sorry about that. Love Alaska. Love Denali National Park. All that stuff.
Trump is 257. Biden's 259, dude. Biden is 11 points away from becoming the president of the United States of America. Holy shit.
No one's sleeping.
Oh, Biden's at 260. Trump's at 258. This is close.
260, 258. You know, Pennsylvania hangs out there.
Oh, wait a minute. No, this is the what if. Never mind. Sorry, that's the second time they've got me with that bullshit right there. Also, I hope you guys can hear me, man. My mic's pretty far away from here right now. If you guys can't, I apologize.
Can we pull up the Michigan? We're talking about Michigan, the Senate race there. Sean James and Gary Peters. I think we have a race board here. Or you have one. There we go.
Pretty commanding. It looks a little bit like President Trump.
That was a good one.
It's about 330,000 advantage in the raw votes right now between Peters and James. I see that on the screen right now also. Could I go back to Pennsylvania while we have the time? Do we? Sure. Okay. All right. Here's Pennsylvania.
You're a pro to me. Well, thank you, Ryan. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Love that Back to the Future 2 predicted the Cubs win. Oh, snap. Tricksters. I can hear you just fine. Loud and clear. Biden's 223.
I find this a bit remarkable.
I thought Trump hit over 200 now. I thought it was a 20-point race. Was I hoodwinked?
For Hillary Clinton, 257 for Trump. So he lost the county, lost the city of Pittsburgh by about 110,000 votes, roughly.
Because I can accept if I was hoodwinked.
Sorry, guys, I'm just getting the right dial up here. There's a difference of about roughly 80,000 votes.
Because I thought Biden was like 237 and Trump was at 213.
Scranton, Lackawanna County, I've been showing this throughout the night. Chris mentioned this a moment ago. Joe Biden came back to take a lead right there in that county.
It'll pop up on TV here in a second. What time is it? 11:59. Come on, man. Hit 12 o'clock. Hit 12 o'clock so I can fucking hurry up and do a whirlwind. Might be able to do it right here, just sitting here like this. I might be able to pull that off sitting down. I've never done a whirlwind sitting down.
Razor thin margin here. Back in 2012, same story between Obama and Romney. In 2020, well, I mean, the president has a lead right now. You got about 21,000 vote difference between the two men there. I'll just pop around here quickly. Montgomery County, Biden with a slight edge there. Down here in Chester County, wow, that's neck and neck here. But this will be the big one, guys. Philadelphia as we move out throughout the night. Back to you.
Great, Bill. Thank you.
12 o'clock.
All
right.
It is almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast. And
Oh,
we are
son of
still
a
at it,
bitch.
And I think we'll still be at it for some time.
For some time.
Yeah! Woo! Whirlwind Wednesdays, baby.
All right, let's reset the night, and here's what we know at this hour in the race to 270. Alaska is too early to call, but President Trump is in the lead there. President Trump has won 29 elections.
Alaska's 3 fucking votes. Biggest state in the U.S., might I add. 3 fucking votes.
Arizona, a state that President Trump won 4 years ago. That is the one flip of the night so far. Minnesota has also gone to the
I knew Minnesota was going to vote Democratic. That doesn't surprise me. This is the one that kind of got me, was Texas. Because like an hour and a half ago, Texas was blue. That surprised me a little bit. 3 votes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ours is like 2. Ohio was for Trump. That's shocking. The reason that's so shocking, though, is because, like I was saying earlier, for those of you who weren't in here, Biden was just in Ohio on Monday. Okay, here's the scores right now on TV. 237 to 213 Biden. But Biden was in Ohio Monday and was like donating money and like doing a bunch of shit. So I figured he would have swayed Ohio to vote for him, honestly, but he didn't. That's surprising to me.
He tweeted just a short time ago. He says, "I'll be making a statement tonight, a big win." To which Joe Biden responded, "It's not my place or President Trump's place to declare a winner. It is the voters' place to do that." The president also tweeting something that already Twitter has.
What's up, John Goku? Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know much about Alaska, but the fact that they only got like 3 electoral votes is crazy, considering they're literally the largest state in the United States. Isn't it like 2 of Texas would make up like 3/4 of Alaska or something crazy? Because I used to think Alaska was small. Like, I used to think Alaska was a small state until I saw like a comparison of Texas and Alaska, and it blew my fucking mind. Alaska's huge. Blows my mind.
Any minute now, it may not be until perhaps Georgia is called. If we do manage to call Georgia, there's no timing on it. Again,
I'm gonna be tired as shit in the morning. Very tired.
Call for Arizona, the Trump
Worth
campaign
it.
Still disputing it, insisting that the votes are out there to potentially put President Trump over the top. And if they're not there, they just believe that it was too early to say that the votes aren't there. But then when you get to the other states, obviously they're feeling very good about the wins that they had in the state of Ohio. They love the fact that they won Iowa again. Some of that might have had to do with.
I'm not surprised that they won Iowa. Iowa's like a farm, very big farm town or city, state. Oh my God, alcohol. But no, I'm not surprised.
Of that goes into it, made out of corn from Iowa, Nebraska, and other places like that. And the form of ethanol. So what happens to Pennsylvania in terms of fracking, or what happens in Texas in terms of fracking, or Eastern
Anyway,
Ohio,
sorry.
also affects Iowa because
It does not surprise me that Iowa voted for Trump because Iowa's a farm state. Potatoes is like a big crop out in Iowa, and Trump has. I will give him credit. Trump has done a fuck ton of work to help farmers out. So it doesn't surprise me that a farm state like Iowa would vote for Trump. That doesn't surprise me at all. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Iowa do something with oil as well? Because I know Biden is wanting to do away with oil, period. Which means any state that is heavy on oil would probably vote against Biden, I imagine. I figured California would vote Democratic. That doesn't surprise me. This whole thing's just fucking crazy to me, man. This is nuts. And I just want to put it out there again. That way, if anybody just popped into the stream or anybody watches this after it's been after it's not live anymore, again, I did not vote for Trump. I did not vote for Biden. So my opinion on this, I am trying to sit as in the middle as I can. Yesterday, I did a video here on the channel about Trump and Biden, both pros and cons to both of them, and why I was not voting for either one of them. So if you want to check that out, peep that. It's like a 30-minute video, I believe, somewhere in that ballpark. So make sure to check that out. And something that is important right now is that everyone is more than welcome to state their opinions in the chat. Everyone is more than welcome to talk about who they want to win. But please, let's keep it respectful. Let's keep it positive. Let's not fight with each other. Let's not get into huge arguments. We're trying to keep this channel as positive as we can. I know this is a touchy subject. I know politics can get ugly. So please, if you're gonna state a case, do it with class. Do it with maturity, and that also goes for anybody that's going to rebuttal, one of the political statements as well. Right on, Ryan. Well, I love you, man. Make sure you tell Sarah I love her too, and you can tell Dutch. I don't know if he'll understand yet, but you could. That'd be cool. I love you guys, man. Love all three of you very, very much, dude, and I can't wait to see you again.
Let's take a quick look if we can pull up the board for Maine. Susan Collins is.
Everybody else still hanging out in chat, man. I hope peace, love, and zombie saying, hey, man, stay happy, or stay happy, stay positive, stay in that mindset. Hell yeah, Ryan, we're gonna have to hang out then. Definitely gonna have to link up this weekend. In Maine, for the Senate, Collins is beating out Gideon 50.4 to 43%. Hell yeah, Ryan. Love you, man.
Let's go to North Carolina. That Senate race. Both Collins and Tom Tillis are
in North Carolina. Tillis is 48.7. Cunningham is 46.9. This is for the Senate.
It hasn't been called yet by us. I don't think it's been called by others, or as the former vice president said,
yeah, Austin in the lower half of Illinois, from Chicago down, basically was all red. But Chicago voted Democrat, which is no surprise. We have a Democratic governor. So our state's considered a blue state.
This is two races. One's a special and one's the
this is nuts.
Race, as we're chatting. Go ahead.
Yeah, so,
currently it's saying on the telly that Biden is 237, Trump is 213.
But I do think a couple of things happened. One,
in Georgia for the Senate, Perdue is 52.6, Ossoff is 45.1.
happens that you see some of those numbers looking pretty good.
Josh is talking about Taco Bell.
Doug Collins has stepped out of that race, so it looks
All
like
right.
he's going to get to 50%. So Kelly Loeffler and the Democrat there,
Raphael Warnock.
yes, thank you very much.
Can't talk shit on Taco Bell, man. I like Taco Bell.
And obviously, they're not going to get to 50%, so that'll be a runoff in the first week of January. You were going to say, Chris?
Well, I mean, that's interesting because conceivably, and I agree with you, it looks more and more like the Republicans are going to hold on to the Senate. The Democrats aren't going to be able to pick up a net of 3 plus the White House or a net of 4 without
Fucking Crow.
Biden winning.
Tell Crow take his ass to bed.
It's interesting to see that
That motherfucker don't care about no politics
Republicans aren't going to hold on to
at
that.
all.
But if it came down to that one,
Crow's the type of dude to fart in the toilet and still flush.
to see in the special election whether Loeffler or Warnock won.
Yeah.
So the president, we do expect he's going to come out. He said he was going to make a statement, Brett.
Love that bastard though, man. I really do.
He's made it pretty clear. He always gives us a preview in his tweets. But I guess so much has been said about his tone, right, and the way he handles things and approaches things.
Well, it's always all about him, of course. So you will see the results so far as a vindication of himself and his race. And of course, you got to say the guy really did work. I mean, he got out and campaigned
Left it all in the field.
hindquarters off while his opponent was, for whatever reasons, deciding to keep a much lower profile, which is, I guess the argument was made, of course, that was because of the COVID-19 and the risk.
No, I agree. I agree with that statement. Fucking both.
I think that the campaign wanted the Biden campaign wanted Trump to be the issue, and Trump didn't at all mind being the issue. So they were both actually doing the same thing or working on the same strategy. I think some of the Biden people tonight might be thinking maybe we should have gotten out there a little bit more and worked a little harder and not been so retiring throughout the course of the campaign. The president, I think, will be kind of exuberant, and of course he'll be combative about what he thinks is a potential for fraud. Now, look, you're looking at votes being counted in some of these big cities where there's not exactly a lack of history of votes being discovered and recounted and so on.
Apparently, Facebook, and I don't know if this is confirmed or not, so please don't jump down my throat if it's not. Apparently, Facebook is currently censoring the election.
At least certainly not in this past century or so. So I don't know how well founded his suspicions are, but I think they're not completely unreasonable.
Which is maddening. Why would you censor the election? People need to know.
It's interesting 'cause, I'm sorry, I just want to say that we have been reflecting on the fact that the polls have been off, by several percentage points in all of these battleground states. And the Biden team, it appears, took the cues from the positive polls that they had, that it was working. The strategy was working for him.
It's mind-blowing how social media does censor things, though. I'm not even going to front. I don't understand why people can post, about, their political opinion, but the moment somebody posts something positive about the Republican Party, it gets banned or whatever. They get banned. I think it's dumb. Again, I don't identify with either party. I think both parties suck. Donkey cock.
But speaking of the polls, Kimberly Strassel tweets,
Donkey and elephant cock.
Mainstream Ohio polls. Quinnipiac had Biden up 4. Emerson, Biden up 1. Quinnipiac, again late, Biden up 5. With 94% in Ohio, Trump is up 8.
Right.
8. That's a 12-point swing.
Quinnipiac is having a bad night. Quinnipiac poll.
No, but I mean, pretty much all the polls except
Trump won Ohio, which I'm pretty sure you guys all already knew.
But I mean, he's up 5, 6, 7, 8, and more than 8 points. That's a 12.
What's interesting about the one registered poll, because we've all learned through the long years of covering the Iowa caucuses that they do a great job out there on that poll. That's a very well-regarded poll with good reason. And when it came out and said that Trump suddenly was up 7 after having been up slightly or even down in the number of those polls.
Got lambasted.
Well, a lot of people.
That is a good point.
Whatever, but I mean, I wonder if that shouldn't have been more of a wake-up call to the nation's pollsters.
So the news broadcaster just brought up how Iowa's always been like a really well-respected Trump, or not Trump, well-respected like poll, and that Trump was ahead, like not by a lot, but then shot up to like 7% over. And he's like, that should have been a wake-up call to the rest of the polls to not call it so early. And I feel like that's a good point. I think it's dumb that they're calling the races so quick. Or the poll races so quick. I think it's dumb they're doing that. I think you should wait till it's very definitive to where, like, even if Biden or Trump got the rest of the votes in the state, it would not matter. Like, I think that's how you should do it.
Then you have Wisconsin right next to it. And you have, as we've been discussing, that pocket of votes still to be counted.
But I mean, they're not gonna. The votes they're talking about counting right now aren't even electoral votes, so it really doesn't matter about those. The electoral votes are what matter. And I've said this for a long time. The one, I'm not saying our votes don't count. But if we go off the popular vote right now, Hillary Clinton would still be the president of the United States. She would be the president right now. And she's not. So the popular vote don't mean shit. Typically what happens is the electoral colleges look at the numbers coming in. Like, all right, so our state really likes Trump, or our state really likes Joe Biden. And then they kind of judge based off that. But see, the problem with that is you get a situation like here in Illinois, where over 3/4 of the state vote for Trump. But because Chicago voted for Joe, that's who the electoral college goes with. And I think that's ridiculous. I think that's very jaded. I think it's jaded. Again, didn't vote for Trump, didn't vote for Biden. Never would. So I am very unbiased. I'm just calling it down the middle as I see it. I'm calling it by the books and the numbers. Don't come at my throat.
But President Trump would argue that by extending Pennsylvania's deadline, they are not.
See, and the thing is, Trump's won in a lot of those small states, but Biden's won in the big states, like the big electoral states. I don't think we're going to have a winner by tonight. I don't think we're going to have a winner tonight. There's still millions of votes to be counted and whatnot.
About the warning that it put on President Trump's tweet about the election,
which is like 2020.
Yes, isn't it though? This comes from accompanied by a statement of their civic integrity policy. Quote: "We placed a warning on a tweet from Donald Trump for making potentially misleading claim about election. This action is in line with our civic integrity policy." This has really reached a kind of a stage of absurdity because anybody who's covered.
See, and here we go. Twitter is now demonizing Trump. This is what I'm talking about, the hypocritical bullshit in both parties. The Democrats showing their ass right now. They're threatening Trump right now on Twitter because he posted about, like, I'm going to win the election, okay? And they're saying that that's misleading information. Joe Biden just walked out on a fucking stage and told America on national television that he's going to win, and that was fine. But Trump does it on Twitter, and now Twitter's in an uproar. It's just, oh my God. Like, there's so many things that I agree with the Democratic Party, but then they do stupid shit like this, and it just makes me realize that they're stupid. Just like the Republicans, they're fucking stupid. Currently 238 to 213 Biden. That's what the telly's saying. Alaska's winning Trump. I could believe that. But Alaska's only like fucking 2 votes, 2 or 3 votes or whatever. So it's not really going to sway the decision.
In Maine, that's one electoral vote, but guess what? It all adds up.
It can make a difference.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here. And when we come back, we're going to check around the horn about all the states that are still yet to be called as the race to 270 and the race for the White House continues at 1:18 a.m.
This is crazy. It's fucking crazy. I don't think we're gonna have a winner tonight. Janky, it's 238 Biden, 213 Trump. That is what the telly is saying currently.
Download the Pray.com app today.
It's currently playing a religious ad on the television. If you're not religious and this offends you, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not the one playing it. The television is. So it's not me doing it. I really don't think anybody ever gets offended by that stuff, but I just want to make sure that I inform everybody that I'm not the one playing that shit. When I'm sitting here chilling, not saying anything, is the breathing into the mic, is it heavy? Like, is it loud?
Available at these fine stores. Your hustle looks different these days. One thing you can count on is University of Maryland Global Campus. We've been a pioneer in online learning for more than 20 years, offering an affordable, accredited education, courses available 100% online, and no-cost digital course materials. You're made of hustle, and UMGC is made for you and here for you. Apply now at umgc.edu. One of my favorite supplements is Cunol Turmeric. Turmeric helps with healthy joints and inflammation.
Did he really?
Unlike regular turmeric supplements, Cunol's superior absorption helps.
Did he really, Janky? If so, that's got to be it, right? That would definitely be the election, right? Because New York's like 20 fucking votes. That would put Biden 2 votes away from being the president. Or no, sorry. Yeah, no, that would 258. No, that wouldn't, I guess. That would put him 12 votes away. Yeah, he did. Okay. I'm waiting for it to pop up right now. If he won New York, it's game over. For Trump, that's game over.
So hedge against inflation and receive our free report. Flow with the Fed. Call 201-210-2727.
Here we go.
Welcome back. Democracy 2020, our election coverage. Take a look at these states we have yet to call, and they are close. You've got Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina. It's not on there, but we haven't called it yet either. Michigan and Wisconsin. They are very, very tight. And the ones in yellow, we have yet to call.
They are very, very tight.
213. Again, the magic number is 270 to win the White House.
The White House is feeling very good about Georgia and about North Carolina. They're not feeling so great about Arizona. They feel that was called too early. The governor of Arizona is saying that there's still 900,000 votes that are not counted.
See, the governor keeps saying that it was too early to call Arizona. That might get overturned.
Decision team on why they made that decision, but it is clear that there's a lot of consternation on the Trump campaign side about the way that this is rolling out tonight.
And Martha McSally has refused to concede in Arizona. So let's bring in Darren Shaw, part of our decision desk, Republican pollster. Darren, let's just bounce around. First of all, let's start where we did with Arnon. He said he was 100%.
Jake, I thought so too, but I wasn't positive, so I'm waiting. You would think that would pop up pretty quick here on the election if he did, like just now when it. So I'm waiting.
The reality is that the estimates we've heard from the White House, and we have heard them, is that the president needs to get about 61% out of the remaining vote. We think that's right. That estimate is actually pretty consistent with what we're seeing. However, our estimates are that he's online to get about 44, 45% out of the remaining vote, which leaves him well short of what he needs. And so when Arnon talks about 100% confidence, I think our standard is a 1 in 400 probability that the call will be wrong. And we've actually raised that in this instance to, I think, about 1 in 1,200.
All right, so where are you on Georgia? I mean, if we were close on Georgia, it seems like it would be T something by now.
Well, I'll sort of spare you all, even though we're in the witching hour of the T statistic. But right now, the president's in pretty good shape in Georgia. But
in Georgia, Trump.
If you had to put money on, I think the president probably retained the edge in Georgia, but we're not comfortable right now. You know, if Arn is talking about 100% certainty.
Okay, so yeah, he did already win New York. Gotcha.
Unfortunately, I know everybody wants resolution, but I think we're going to be waiting a while on Georgia.
Overnight?
It's possible. You know, you never know.
They just said that it's going to be overnight with Georgia.
The pattern of counting
Means I'm not going to be able to sit here and stream all night. That sucks. I was hoping I could sit here and actually like figure it out with all of you guys live, but I got work tomorrow morning.
that were pro Biden, and sometimes they did, but sometimes, you know, instead they would release the election day vote a little early, and that would skew pro Trump. And so we're dealing with that. You know, you saw that in Virginia, where, you know, for 50%, 60% of the vote, the president was actually ahead. And then in the end, it went the way we thought it would. But we're dealing with that situation now in Wisconsin and in Michigan, where the early vote has been pretty much the president's vote. We expect Biden's vote to come in. The question is it?
I don't know if Virginia just got called or if it was called earlier,
Let's talk about North Carolina.
but Biden won Virginia.
Pulling up North Carolina first, and then we'll go to Michigan. Arden, your thoughts on that?
What's up, Rocky? Exodus, my boy. It's close. I don't know if it's close, man. I'm seeing, if just running off the numbers in my head, I'm pretty sure Biden's got this. I think Biden wins. North Carolina, though, Trump is up 15, dude. That's a couple step, man. Might actually be pretty close. Kirkio, you might be right, my friend. You might be right, man. Either way, this has been a night. Still think the Arizona call was bullshit. No, Alaska's too small, man. Alaska's like 2 votes, bro. That ain't gonna be shit. Yeah, dude, I still play Resident Evil, man. I don't play it often, but Michigan trumps up 53-8 or 53-44, and that's 16 votes, man. That's what I'm saying. This is close. This is gonna be close. Maybe you are right, Kirk. So Rocky, Biden technically won Arizona because they called the race hella early. The problem with that is there's still 900,000 votes unaccounted for. Yeah, we covered the whole Chicago thing already. North Carolina's 15 votes. Trump's up in North Carolina. Georgia trumps up. That's 16 votes.
Georgia is probably not tonight. Michigan is probably not tonight. Wisconsin's not tonight.
I think there's a good chance.
Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin
Pennsylvania is strongly signaled, both before and
are not tonight.
You know, they're not going to have.
Those are 3 votes that aren't, or those are 3 states that aren't happening tonight. We're not going to have an answer tonight.
North Carolina's counted a lot of their votes. It's possible we could call on North Carolina.
No, John. So here's the thing, dude. It's not that there's only 3 votes, like only 3 people voted. It's that in the electoral colleges, if you win the electoral college for Alaska, you only win 3 electoral college votes.
It's possible. I think that's right. And then you recall also that Nevada is still out there. They've only begun to count. Nevada tends to pretty quickly, but
I don't know who's going to win at this point. This is incredible.
in some ways the pandemic and the adjustments.
Nevada currently, it's predicting that Biden's going to win with 6 electoral votes.
Means that, you know, these election administrators are, you know, by state.
Yeah, Iowa, that was already determined.
Not able to count these until election day or sometimes beyond.
Everybody, please do remember, if you're going to state your political opinion in the chat, that's fine. I'm totally cool with that. Everybody keep it civil. You guys start going ham on each other, you'll be put in timeout. I'm not trying to ban anybody, but you will be put in timeout. And then after the timeout is over, if y'all keep wilding, then at that point, it'll be another timeout, which is a long-ass timeout. And then if you come out of that timeout wilding, strike 3, batter out. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have been great so far tonight. We've had 0 issue. Everybody's been being perfectly mature. Everybody's been being fucking great. This is how it should be. So let's keep it that way. Appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys. I do appreciate you guys being here with me. If y'all have not smacked that like button yet already on this channel, please make sure to smack the like button. And if you are new here and you've not hit the subscribe button, please make sure to do hit the subscribe button.
Obviously continues to be decisive. I think Georgia still surprises me a little bit, given what else has happened.
Dude, you're telling me, man. I remember my senior year. I'm 24 now.
And Arizona basically ended up exactly
Senior year feels like it was a year or two ago. It was a lot longer than that.
those states, I think, could be.
Apparently, the lights in my house are being turned off.
We got a long way to go, and I still think
Is Ryan still in there?
No, Ryan got off here because he was gonna go eat dinner or something. Sarah was coming home. They were gonna eat. Well, so they said that there's 3 states that probably won't be decided tonight. I'm gonna stay up a little bit longer to see if anything does happen. But the way they're talking, we're not gonna know for the next day who's the president. The biggest thing is they called Arizona, and there's still 900,000 votes to be cast, and they called it and ruled it in favor of Biden. It was far too early. Far too early. Yeah, Pennsylvania's one that they're saying is not going to be decided till tomorrow. Michigan. I think they said Wyoming or Wisconsin or one of those.
We're down to counting individual votes, and it's completely up for grabs. The presidency of the United States is completely up for grabs. We're going to have to cut. The polling goes out. The voter profile analysis gets out. It goes down to counting individual votes, and we will know when we know.
They are announcing right now that it's literally up in the air. It's anybody's ball game. Even with the lead that Biden has, this is anybody's ball game now. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. This went from what I thought was going to be a landslide victory for Trump to then what I thought was going to be a fucking landslide victory from Biden to now it's anybody's ball game and we're not even going to know who the president is tonight. Fucking incredible.
And there are hundreds of thousands in each one of these states that didn't come back.
But they would have to be postmarked by today.
Appreciate you hitting that subscribe and that bell, Rocky. Oh yeah, dude, have my beer socks on. I've been drinking. I only drink when I wear these socks. I only wear these socks when I drink, whatever, same thing. I was in 7th grade when I founded your channel, and now yet here we are, and I'm graduating. Dude, yeah, bro, you've been with me for a long time, Janky. You've been with me a long time, dog. For sure. Years, dog, years. And I love you, man. I fucking love you. Playing Among Us again. Dude, soon, man. I've been playing it on my phone, but I hate it on the phone. I like it on my computer, but my computer's all fucked up right now. That's why I'm streaming on this laptop. Florida voted for Trump, I believe. Yeah, it's not that it's bad on the phone, but once you've played it on PC, you don't want to play it on your phone. Based on the control scheme alone.
How long does it take to get
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So the suggestion that somehow it's out of order or a matter of ineptitude or corruption is not fair.
Who knows?
Well, there's a group saying count every military ballot, and I'm all for it, but we're going to have plenty of time. So tell us.
Right now, Austin, there is none because of COVID. And that's not me bullshitting you. That's me being honest with you, bro. Sure, you could find some, but... Dude, Janky, fuck yeah, bro. Fuck yeah. Halo's pretty dope on the PC. I've played it a little bit. I played Halo 2. And then I forget the other Halo I played on PC, but it's fucking fire. I have the Master Chief Collection, so going to get TA, Rocky. I feel that, man. I got some too.
Got it, and this is kind of like a status quo election in a way. Like we're on the edge of our seats. Like, what's it going to be? Unless some of these other ones come in and flip. But if you think about on the Senate races in particular, incumbents are very hard to beat. Looks like Tillis in North Carolina, It's a tough race. It looked like
Also, for everybody watching this live that just normally watches my channel, I will be having a kendama review of the Reed Stark Pro model, the Moonlight Safari Pro mod. I'm filming it tomorrow. Well, depending on how this election goes, I might be talking about the election tomorrow, but I am filming it tomorrow at least. It will be uploaded sometime this week and or weekend. So be on the lookout for that. It's been my most loyal Dama, man. So figured I've had it for 6 months. It's pretty tore up at this point. I still this is my daily. I still play with it every day. So I figured I should drop a review on it, tell people what I think about it. And yeah. So here's some ASMR for Kendama edition.
Enormous force in the country, that comes out to a very close division, as we can see playing out here tonight, to get rid of him. And that urge is not being satisfied tonight. In that desire,
lay it on me, Rocky.
The president tossed out of office and everybody down the row with him, regardless of the outcome at the presidential level, is simply not playing out tonight.
That's one thing we didn't hear on the campaign trail that much from Democrats, even, is that the impeachment. It didn't come up.
Here you go. Alexa, tell me a joke.
What kind of bicycle does a toad ride? I haven't the froggiest idea.
Ha. I don't know how well the mic picked that up, but it was, what kind of bicycle does a toad ride? I haven't the froggiest idea. That was funny. Subscribe to your Twitch Prime channel for 14 months in a row. Fuck yeah, Rocky. Yeah, dude, I'm sad I'm not streaming on Twitch right now, man. But with that DCMA, man, I don't want to get struck. So I'm kind of waiting to see how that plays out. That's why I'm streaming on the YouTubes. Eventually, man, if the YouTube channel grows enough, man, we'll be able to have members and whatnot. That'll be cool. Hang on.
Technology limitations. The precincts accidentally reported 0 of 191 until all precincts were uploaded and tabulated. We're working diligently to compile all votes, and we'll continue the effort of processing absentee ballots at 11 a.m. Wednesday, November 4th. That is
today. State that is not going to be reporting.
Right, DeKalb is right outside Atlanta.
We'll be here at 11 a.m.
Yeah, that's right. We're going to be bringing it back. So it's possible that we might get tonight on Wisconsin.
Georgia just announced, I'm pretty sure it was Georgia they were talking about, that one of their computer systems fucked everything up and set the count to 0. So they are recounting, and they will not have a number out until 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. That pretty much does it right there, folks. We're not going to know tonight. There's no chance we're going to know tonight. Milwaukee will not know until after 3 o'clock this morning. So we are not going to know who the president of the United States is until tomorrow on November the 4th at 11 a.m.
World-class rechargeable hearing aids for hundreds, not thousands of dollars, including our new app-controlled hearing aid that gives you
That
full
fucking
control of your
blows,
sound
man.
environment.
Tomorrow's going to suck major wiener at work because it's all going to be about politics tomorrow. Kill me.
Hearing assist will change your life.
He's selling a streaming PC. Why? Here Trump's that's funny. Chris Exodus for 2020. Yeah. Yeah, I would never get enough people to vote for me. I am way too polarizing of a human being for that. Then again, Trump's our president, so.
Has infected millions around the world, but the virus that has infected every human being on the face of the earth
Is sin.
called sin.
It's a fucking religious ad. I apologize again. It's the telly doing it. It's not me. I have no control over what television puts on itself. I'd call vice president. Now, you'd have to be a little older, but yeah, that'd be cool. I would never be able to run this country, man. I'd never be able to run this country.
Low risk and high returns, including steady cash flow. The NRIA Prime Real
What's up, Gern? How you doing, brother?
monthly distribution plus targeted returns.
No, I'd never be able to run this country, man. Not in my wildest dreams.
$1 billion in new construction development backing. The
It's a good
Fed
idea,
lowered
Rocky.
interest rates, so
It's a great
elevated
idea.
inflation and receive
It's the best idea ever.
flow with the Fed.
And I think that
201-220-2727.
I think that we're number one at not telling people how old you are. We're number one at that. Donald, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think not telling people how old Rocky is a good idea. Donald, I don't think that's a good idea.
It might be called later today.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Let's bring in our legal panel tonight. Jonathan Turley, George Washington University.
What a fucking meme, right?
Constitutional attorney, and Andy McCarthy, former federal prosecutor. Both are Fox News contributors.
Fox News contributors are in the booth now.
Tell us who won in Wisconsin.
Yeah, dude, I did, Janky. The shit was funny.
A few days ago, I said that I was asked what my worst case scenario
Nice, Rocky.
would be. And I said,
Gerner, we're not going to know who the president is till tomorrow because apparently Georgia's ballot system fucked up and reset a count to 0. So now they got to recount, and it's not going to be done till 11 a.m.
and their standards are an utter mess. And we will look with great longing back.
Rocky, it's not that I support Biden, but he was my vice president. I don't think it'd be a good idea to not. It's Obama, fucking. This is a fucking joke. There's not enough alcohol in this house.
The fact that this is a federal office, but there is no federal standard for elections.
This is a federal office, but there's no federal standards for elections. Let that statement sink into your fucking head for a second. This is a federal office, and there's no federal standard to an election. Let that sink in. Please. Wrap your brains around that statement. How fucking stupid that was.
They not only allowed for an extension in which they would accept ballots, but they also said that there would not be a requirement that signatures match effectively. That it basically did away with that condition for accepting ballots. But also it said that even if the date, the postmark date on the ballot was unclear,
You're fucking joking right now.
to the voter.
You're
All of
fucking
that
joking.
really begs for challenges. And this is not like, in 2016, we were up this late. I was up with you this late. But this reminds me more of 2000. I mean, it has that feeling, and it's not a good feeling.
Tell us about it.
Andy McCarthy, when you look at how this is stacking up tonight. and
You're
the
fucking
potential
joking. They literally
impeachment
just
that
said that
could
on
come into
national
play in
television.
Pennsylvania and perhaps even in other states.
This is a federal office. There is no federal standard to an election.
What's really infuriating is that it was an avoidable mess. I started writing out, I'm hardly the only one, in the middle of October, imploring that the Supreme Court needed to decide this before the election. Because if they decided before the election, it would simply be to dictate or to set what the rules
I'm going to bed.
voting tabulation in Pennsylvania would be. Whereas if they waited until
I'm
after
going to
the
bed.
election, it would look like the court had
I'm
decided
going to bed.
the election, which-
We're not going to know until tomorrow, folks.
court shouldn't want that, doesn't want that, the country shouldn't want that.
What I'm going to do,
I think if they had
number one, I really am going to bed. I got work tomorrow morning, and if we're not finding out till tomorrow, I'm not going to sit here and fucking be tired as shit for work. I'm already going to be tired as shit because insomnia is awesome. Paul Heyman 2020. But I'm going to go to bed. Tomorrow, once I get off work, if it has already been decided who the president, who's won the presidential election, then I will make a video on it. I will go live and do it if I have to. If it has not, then we will go live just like we are now. I will be sitting right here, and we'll be doing the same exact format. I hope you guys have enjoyed, man. I'm so sorry. It's not my fault. But I'm so sorry that this has been a colossal waste of fucking time. I cannot believe that we're not going to know who the president is. I don't ever remember an election where we had to wait till the next day, ever. Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is so stupid. This is fucking stupid. So fucking. If I would have known this was going to happen, I would have been in bed an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Genuinely. I would have been in fucking bed already. Stupid. Stupid. But regardless of how dumb this election is, regardless of how fucking stupid the outcome of this election is going to fucking be, I really do appreciate you guys being here for well over 2 hours with me, because this stream alone's been an hour and a half, and there was one before this that had been going on for a while. So I appreciate you guys being here with me, man. I really do. I appreciate all the love and support. If you have not done so already, please do make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I post kendama videos, gameplay. I post my opinions on things, and I do a lot of vlogs now. So I really hope you guys have been enjoying it, man. I've been enjoying doing vlogs. I've really been enjoying doing kendama content. It feels fresh. I can finally post my opinion on kendamas and not really be so nervous about it now that I've got some really good experience. Well over a year of playing kendama now, I feel like my opinion is educated. So please do, Clinton, we'll get the fuck out of here. But please do hit that subscribe, man. Make sure to turn the post notifications on, hit the little bell. And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys being here. I really do fucking love you guys, man. And be on the lookout for a stream tomorrow and or a video tomorrow about this bullshit ass election. Be on the lookout later this week. I'm going to be doing a review of the Reed Stark Moonlight Safari Sweets Kendama. So be on the lookout for that. Might do a stream, like a video game stream this weekend. I'm not sure just yet. But I love you guys, man. And until the next live stream or video here on the YouTubes, peace, love, and zombie slaying to all of you guys, the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful True Nerd Nation. I love you guys so very fucking much, man. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Later, guys.